Welcome back to a new tutorial. In this video we are going to talk about a data visualization tool that's going to help us create more than 35 plots with just a single line of code. Our library name is AutoViz and I'm going to be explaining how we can use it and also the plots it generates. Let's start coding. I'm in my code editor. I'm going to be using Visual Studio Code, but you can use any code editor that you want. And I'm going to close this welcome page and create a Jupyter notebook named automatic visualization.ipynb like this. And in here we can type the library name that we are going to be using in this video, like AutoViz, like this. And now what we are going to do is we are going to be creating more than 20 plots with just one line of code. So at the first place we need to install the AutoViz. So we can do pip install AutoViz like this, or from the terminal. If you are using Windows you need to type pip. If you are using Mac you need to go with pip3 install AutoViz. After you set up the library we are good to go. So when you run this command in Jupyter or when you make this command pip install AutoViz from the terminal, you are going to be good to go. And our imports for this video is going to be from AutoViz.AutoViz class import AutoViz class like this. And we are going to import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT for setting the inline. And also I have a dataset for this tutorial and it's data.csv. Let me show you how it looks. You can use these commands with your own dataset. It's just an example dataset with csv data.csv. And our data is something like this. And let's go with head after this. For seeing the first 5 only, we have age, salary, experience, education level, years at company, and target. So we are going to visualize this dataset. And we don't have anything with pandas, so I can remove this. And how we are going to use this auto visualization tool is, firstly we are going to enable inline plotting in Jupyter Notebook using matplotlib inline like this. Now we are good to go. We firstly need to initialize AutoViz. So AV is going to be AutoViz class like this. And next we are going to say AV AutoViz and we will say data.csv, just a file path that we have in here. And I'm going to make this run and we are going to see that we are going to save the plots after running this. And let's talk about what we have in here. Also before that we can add plt.show at the end of this. And now we are going to see that we are going to have our plots like the old one again. So let's talk about our plots. And I'm going to go to the upper side and let's see what we have. It says shape of your dataset loaded is 500 rows and 6 columns, and this part is not really important, so I will skip that. And here we have column wise information like the data types and missing value percentage, unique value percentage, minimum values, maximum values, and summary of the issues with the columns. And here we can see that we have the plots ready and let's take a look at them. So at the first place we have scatter plots of the all continuous variables like salary and age and education level and age, and we have a lot of scatter plots in here for seeing the relationships. And I'm going down, we have the histograms like it goes column wise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have all the histograms for the X features. We have the box plots at the middle, and at the end we have the probability plots. We can see that the skills, and then we have histograms and normalized distributions of all variables. We have the y1 plot of the continuous variables like age, salary, experience, education level, and years at company. We have the heat map of all numeric variables including target. We can see that the correlation levels. By the way, remember that correlation takes values between -1 and 1, which 1 means positive relationship, -1 means negative relationship, and a value closer to 0 means no relationship between the columns. And I'm going to scroll down. We have bar plots for each continuous by each categorical variable, and now we can see that it's finished. So let me quickly count. We have 5 in here, 6, 7, 8, and by 3 times 6, 18 more. It's 26 after that, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 2, so 10 more. We have 36 plots with just one line of code in here. So it's amazing. It's an amazing tool for quick exploratory data analysis and can help you gain insights from your data faster. But if you are going to do modeling, or if you are going to do any type of feature transformation, it's better to analyze your data manually and see what you can do with all features. It's just a tool for helping you getting a quick overview. Now let's talk about the GitHub page. I'm going to be re-recording from my browser. So here I am at the GitHub page of the library that we just used, and it has 1.8k stars. You can give star to this if you like that. I like this library. Here we can see that we got a description. By the way, this is not a sponsored content. I just want to show the library because it's a useful one for quick data analysis. I'm not going to read any of them, just going to show you that they share codes like this that you can use, and they have different types of visualizations, like they have word clouds, they have visualizations for time series and more, and you can get an interactive plots like this by following the guides in the GitHub, and I just wanted to show this one too. So that was it for this tutorial. Let's get to the outro. Thanks for watching my tutorial. I have a playlist of data analysis videos where I have more than 40 videos just like this one. You can reach that playlist from the links in the description or from the links in the cards. Also, I'm sharing a new data science video every week on my channel. You can subscribe for more. Have a great day.